Hello, my name is Stephen George, and this is incredibly awkward. I'm not used to holding a camera in front of my own face and talking into it, but that is going to be somewhat of what I plan to do for the next little bit.
Stephen George has recorded every day of his life, with few exceptions, for the past 14 years.
And I'm not going to commit to an entire year. I'm not going to commit to anything.
Well, at least you got your video.
Utah, Nevada,
New Mexico. Is that this one?
Yeah, Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah.
Where's Hawaii?
Right here.
So the deal is, we can't figure out for whatever reason why the alarm's going off. It looks like we stole a car right now.
Luigi.
Yeah, it's Luigi.
Cinderella.
Yep, that's Cinderella. Hey, guess what we get to do now? Be together forever. That's fun, right? Okay, let's get started.
Now, sir, you may kiss your wife.
See, now we could say we kissed an entire year from 2013 to 14. Is that how that works?
The only other thing worth mentioning is that today is day 100.
You have to realize that day 1,000 is just a number.
Today is day 5,000.
It's 2011. I am an 11-year-old boy. Chugga Conroy, creator of the greatest gaming videos of all time, has just appeared in a video on my recommended page.
Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy here in the middle of our Unova League challenge.
But up till now, I've only ever heard his voice. And now there's a video on YouTube showing me his face. I jump at the opportunity. I've got to see what he looks like. So I watch, and it's great fun putting a face to a voice.
Hello, good sir. How are you?
Very good. Nice to meet you.
You'll get used to this.
And then life goes on. But a couple of months go by, and I find myself thinking, not about Chugga Conroy, but about the other guy, the guy who was his host. You see, I had learned that this guy has the most unusual habit of recording snippets of every day of his life for the world to see. I'd never heard of vlogging before, so this was a complete novelty. I was intrigued. Who was this funny man with a movie camera? Now, almost a decade later, I ask myself another question. What is it about this funny man with a movie camera that's kept me coming back for more than 10 years? The obvious answer to the question, why does a viewer watch an influencer, is of course vicarious living. And a lot of these influencer vlogger types spend enormous amounts of time and money to create false images of themselves for others to live through. But the interesting thing about Stephen is that he doesn't really seem to take steps to present a constructed image of his life. Some of his videos are just him talking about what he and Mal are having for dinner. Some of his videos are literally just him talking to the camera about how his day went, or some new thing that he learned. And the early videos are not particularly high in production value either. None of this is to say that he doesn't show highlights, but these highlights are punctuated against the background of a whole life. He records the great, he records the mundane, and he records the difficult as well.
I love you very much.
I love you, Stephen.
I think this is what I find so special about Stephen's videos, and what I've tried to learn from him. His attitude. He's so willing to share these moments, and finds even the less important days where nothing happens worth sharing. Again, he's happy to just talk to you about how his day went. I would wager that 90% of our lives are spent in the mundane, doing basic, day-to-day things. Most people on the internet brush past that 90% of time, but Stephen seems to cherish it. He is, in the truest sense of the words, reality TV. Stephen doesn't have the largest fan base in the world. I don't think he wants the largest fan base in the world. But because he's so genuinely authentic, the fans that he has for life. I started off comparing Stephen to an influencer. Maybe that's not entirely fair, because there's a closeness between him and the people who watch him that you just don't see in other media of this kind. I said I started watching Stephen's videos when I was 11, so I literally grew up with this man, who's 10 years ahead of me. What I think Stephen has been for me is more akin to a role model than anything else. Seeing how he values his friendships and takes joy in the little things of life like a good meal or a new drink has really helped me. So maybe I am living vicariously through Stephen when I watch his videos. But it's the kind of vicariousness that makes you appreciate your own life more, not less. And in a world that seems to only value appearance, ambition, comparison, and constant movement, this modest, geeky, friendly guy is surprisingly countercultural. So to Stephen, I say, thank you. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?